Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Adults Play Bedrock. Yeah, we're over back in the base and we've been doing a bit of mining. Just because I was desperately in need of coal for cooking food. Well, I say desperately in need of coal, I just thought I'd go and get some coal. So we made ourselves a little bit of a mine down here, which will probably turn into a bit of a strip mine at some point. However, when I logged on today, I was over in the grocery store and I was busy kind of stocking up bits and pieces. I'd filled up some shulker boxes with some stuff that I've taken over and started to kind of fill a bit of the store. Was hoping to get that open this week. It's more a case of farming, so I have just been kind of in whatever little free time I've got, I've just been in doing some farming. I'd also popped to the end as well, and sort of nipped through to the didn't bother finishing that off, did we? Nipped over to the end islands and gathered a couple of chorus flowers just so we can actually start growing some chorus fruit that we can take over as well to our store. Not that you kind of eat it or anything, but you know, it's a fruit, right? And you get other stuff in grocery stores, right? You get, anyway, you get stuff. So I've been doing a bit of farming, a bit of gathering, breeding some animals. So we did a little bit of a coal, so we've been breeding those up again. So we've got some meat to sell in the store, breeding up our piggies, breeding up our chickens, and as you can see, we are overflowing again with eggs. I took over earlier 2 full shulker boxes of eggs. So this is working quite well, so I think I might need to think about some kind of chicken cooker to set up over there while we're here. And then I made this little pen as well, because it kind of occurred to me, we don't have any rabbits, and that's obviously another source of meat that we could do with selling in the store. So yeah, kind of be doing that. I'm also thinking about setting up a brewing stand and maybe making some potions. So I have made water bottles, so I've taken bottled water as a thing over in the store, but I'm kind of thinking I might make some potions and we can just kind of rename them fun drinks and stuff like that we can take. But yeah, so wait for our chorus to grow, collect the flowers, etc., and start. Oh yeah, that's not going to work very well, was it? And this is why I kept spares, because yeah, I think we might need to extend the ceiling a little bit more. I'm hoping that these should kind of grow okay, and turn that we're not going to lose any, because I really don't have to go back to the end. Mushrooms, they're starting to spread quite nicely now, so as you see, we're kind of getting multiples of those. They'll start to grow over the stone. I'm just kind of gathering those as we go. But all in all, that's not coming on too badly. However, I came back to base after having sort of been in the store. Lady Frankie had been an absolute gem and had messaged me to say that she had some end rods that she'd bring me over, and bless her heart, she was happy to trade those for glass. So kind of threw together a chest of glass for her, so dropped that off to the redstone shop, which I thought was so generous of her. So she's brought me over a shulker box full of end rods, and then I come back to base, and right here there's a chest full of end rods. So I have no idea who that lovely person was who has also brought over end rods and obviously kind of heard my plea as well. Thank you so much. Please let me know who you are, and please let me know what you would like to trade for them, because you know, everybody on here is so generous You know, these aren't easy to get. People have to go through a lot of trouble to go and get them, and you know, going out to the end cities, etc., etc., getting all of that to get those end rods, and then somebody just turns up with a whole box of them, and Frankie turns up and just wants glass. You know, it's so, I don't know, it's what I love about this community. Everybody is so generous. So please, you know, if there is anything that I can help anybody with, you've only got to ask. I'm happy to do whatever I can to help out. But thank you so much to Frankie for responding, and also to my mystery benefactor as well for those. So that does mean that we can get the start to get the rest of the shop finished, which will be good, because I would like to get the grocery store open this week, even if we've got a little bit of limited stock, just while we kind of keep farming a few bits, and while we're sorting out a few other bits and pieces as we go. The plan is to get it up and running, because, you know, to be fair, it's taken absolutely yonks to get that together. So that is super cool. So yeah, I have been mostly doing that, to be fair. So yeah, thinking about a chicken cooker, thinking about our storage system again, how we can do that. How are these doing? Are you starting to turn? Oh no, that one's broken as well. Oh, the worry. Oh, the worry. We're just going to be left with 2 here. That's going to be kind of annoying, because I was hoping that we could we'd get a few more. I think definitely I'm going to have to get those back and extend this ceiling area a bit more, because that's really disappointing if we're going to be left and it's just going to grow a bit funny. Sometimes it'll grow fine. I know it's a bit weird, but hey. So yeah, so that is basically what I have been up to this week, which isn't a great deal, to be fair, but yeah, it's mostly been just trying to get stuff ready to get the store open. So we could always pop over there, because I'm kind of nervous about these now. We'll see what happens when we come back. We did manage to get ourselves a shopkeeper. He's not going to last. We are in no illusion whatsoever. Our shopkeeper is not going to, and that's if he's even still here. He was still there actually when Frankie popped over to visit. But I haven't been back over since, and I'm interested to know whether he is still there. But we know what it's like. It's Bedrock. You know, they're not like villagers. They're not going to stay around forever. It's kind of a little bit of fun. It is a little bit of fun. I did have a little bit of a scary moment actually while I was coming down here. I got almost to the end, and there was some, I guess it was just a graphical glitch, you know, where it doesn't load the world in properly. But there was this huge void, rather than actually having the nether portal at the end here. And that was a little bit alarming for a moment, but yeah, logged in, logged out. I was a little bit reluctant to step onto anything, because you know what it's like, you're never 100% sure whether it's there or not. And plus also we've had in the past, we had some issues that had kind of meant that and it's night and I don't have my bed. There we go. All systems normal in that respect then. But yeah, we always a little bit odd, because we had those the chunk glitches where stuff had basically kind of gone missing through like a whole strip, and I was like, oh my god, has this happened again? Thankfully no, logged in, logged out, everything spawned back in again, so that was cool. So all is well in that respect. But yeah, over to the store. And yeah, we'll soon be able to take down the opening soon sign. And Yep, there we go. He's gone. He wasn't there, and I was like, yeah, there's a very distinct possibility. I'd slept a couple of times, in fact, and he'd still stayed there. But yeah, sod's law. I think we're just going to have to go and get a villager. But yeah, I've started popping these, and I'm kind of actually looking at that and thinking, no, that's not actually right, because I've sorted the aisle out a little bit more, and I've made one side fruit and one side veg. So it's no longer just fruit and veg. So why don't we pop you down there, and we'll say vegetables, and you there, and we will say fruit. So yeah, still need to finish labelling the aisles up. I'm not convinced with the signs. I think I'm probably going to have to switch to dark oak. I think that might be better. But what I've done is I've laid out doubles of each. Not that we're anywhere close to being full or anything like that at the moment. Still need to make some more item frames for here, because I realised I hadn't actually made quite enough. This is where our bottled water is, so we're probably going to find this will be like our drinks aisle effectively. This aisle, haven't decided what's going in here yet. We've started to get some ingredients here, so this is like kind of cooking ingredients, so your cocoa beans, your honey, sugar, and again these will be, and I should have done this each time, these are going to be too deep, so let's just stop doing half a job with stuff and start doing the full job and stocking those up. This side is kind of like our baked goods, so cookies, pumpkin pie, bread, etc. It might be that we extend the range a little bit there, maybe have 4 of each or something like that. And then we're into our raw meats. So obviously rabbit will be going here. Haven't quite decided what's going to be going in the end aisle there, but we've got fish here, so it'll be raw salmon here and raw cod, I think it is, and then we've got cooked stuff here as well. So it might be we kind of move things around a little bit and we put the fish somewhere else, maybe have a different fish counter or something, just because I'm kind of thinking I've got to get somewhere on here all of the cooked meats. It may be that we just have one chest for each of the cooked meats, but the soups and things, just because they don't stack, the soups and stews will probably stay as 2. But that's pretty much where we are. So we've got checkout 2, checkout number 1. Open the trapdoor there, you just throw your payment into the hopper. You've got grocery boxes here, so you can take a grocery box, obviously fill it up, just drop the payment in here. I'm kind of doing it again like a sort of honesty box, that I'm not going to sit there and worry too much about payment being left in there and has everybody paid the right amount for something. You know, I'm quite happy if people just want to leave a donation and help yourself kind of thing to stuff that you want. So what I'll probably say is, you know, fill your grocery box, and your full grocery box is 2 diamonds, rather than worrying about pricing up each individual item. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's a slightly lazy way of doing it, I guess, but it just means people can come in and help themselves to what they want. You know, people get food, people grow their own food. This is kind of more, there is a convenience store where you can just come in and grab a few stacks of stuff, and because it's a shulker box, you know, you're looking at 27 different items. If you want to come in and grab a stack of something, you can. Take what you want. If you just half fill it, 1 diamond. If you maybe do, you know, a line, just 1 line, 32 iron. I'll work out the pricing or something like that. But a full box for 2 diamonds, I think, is probably reasonably fair. I've just got to stock it up. Then obviously, yeah, that's checkout 1. This is checkout 2. Same thing here. Set of grocery boxes. The only thing I've sort of asked is for the grocery boxes to be returned afterwards. I'm quite happy to go and buy more grocery boxes. It's not a massive problem. But kind of thought, you know, take your stuff, drop it off, and then next time you're in spawn, drop your grocery box back again. So here's the shulker box of end rods that Frankie left me. So it does mean actually that I can finish off what I was doing with the the strip lighting on the ceiling there. So that will be cool to get that finished. And it does mean also I can probably put a little bit more lighting around my base that looks a bit better. But the payments, they just get dropped into that chest, and I just kind of pick the payments up from there, which is fine. And there's a slab in there that obviously came from when I was setting this up. We've got just a crafting bench, just a normal furnace, a couple of smokers. We've got an anvil because I was going to be naming stuff, and then just a shulker box. I've been keeping the coal. And then these are just basically the storage. So keep melons, sugar canes, berries, cocoa beans. It's all sort of fruit and veg type stuff. Kind of down this side. Then we've got all the raw meats this side. And I think, is it vegetables on the other side? Did I do? No. Oh no, potatoes and carrots, yeah. So it's all in one place. Then we go into cooked food, and that could be doubled up on both sides there. And then we're into like our stews and soups and cooked food on this side, so the baked potatoes. And then it's sort of our baked goods and things, so bread, cakes, cookies, milk, bottled water. So yeah, I need to get some milk, so we get lots of iron, to get lots of iron buckets. And then yeah, so it is more now about just kind of stocking up and getting that going. But yeah, the plan is I've actually got a couple of days leave from work, so it'll probably be every spare moment I have will be about stocking things up, sort of over the next few weeks. But it's nice, I can kind of sit there and just do that as a thing in the evening. It's not a major job. The other thing that I have done is back at the bases, sort of with the farms, you know, apples are a bit more of a challenge. I want to grow apples. Will you let me through? Thank you. But obviously, yeah, you're kind of a little bit limited with the apples. Just because you're kind of reliant on your oak trees. I'm lucky that I've got a dark oak forest close to where my base is, or my base is kind of in a little plain strip right in the middle of a dark oak forest. But I have just outside the base just planted a little grove of oak trees, and I'm kind of working on the basis that yes, there's lots of dark oak around. This is a little bit closer. I could change it out, and I'm probably going to bring in some dark oak trees and plant those and just have a little bit of a plantation there, because I know I can get apples off of both of those. So I need to get that set up, and I guess really then it's just going to be harvesting those as and when. And it does also mean that if I start to get kind of overrun with wood that I'm not using, I can drop that up to Pygmy Gamer's wood store, and she can benefit from it. So hopefully that will be helpful. But yeah, I think it's more just really about just getting stuff done. So there we go, we've got a little grove of oak trees up here, so I'll need to spend some time up here to get these to grow, because I'm obviously going to need to be chopping them down, getting stuff to despawn. I did have this little plantation of it over here, but I'm kind of thinking, like I said, I may get some more wood going, chop back some of the dark oak trees that we've got here, and oh, hello, stock. Awesome. I know I'm terrible. I've just been going around sort of collecting, I like to call it, foraging for stock for the grocery store, because obviously I've got the animals, but hey, if I'm out and about and I'm doing things, you know, I might as well do it, gather it, get it in. You know, that's 5 more bits of steak there that we didn't have previously. So, yeah, we come across the odd chicken. Oh, look, hello. Yeah, you may well run. Oh, a horrible person. But, yeah. Oh, look, little tiny sheep. We can leave you. You've got a little bit longer left now. You can live for now. You, on the other hand. Yeah, I shouldn't laugh really. But yeah, so I just need to make the rest of the item frames, get the stock sorted out, put some signs up to cover the pricing, and then I think we're pretty much good to go. So hopefully come the weekend we should be in a position to announce the grand opening of our store. So let's go back, let's have a look and just see what the heck's happened with our chorus, whether that's been an epic disaster or whether this is going to behave itself. I really, really hope these turn okay. So yeah, I think probably what I'll have to do is yeah, get that area dug out a little bit more and give ourselves a higher ceiling, and hopefully we won't have the issue that we'll start losing the fruit and losing our plants. But there we go. I think at this point we will call it an episode. It's a bit of a little kind of catch-up show and tell jobby. We didn't really do or build anything this week. I still need to think about my sorting system. I need to think about a chicken cooker, which I'll put downstairs. So yeah, I think it'll probably be a project that will get up and running, just because it means we can use some of the eggs that we've got, and we're getting a surplus amount of eggs to keep our supply of cooked chicken going, which will be cool. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.